Q2, and they account for everything. There's no character that you were wondering what happened to them by the end of the series.
Yeah. Well, that's a lie. Oh, by the end of the series?
By the end of the series.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But yeah, so and usually when we watch movies or play video games like Watch Dogs, I'm pretty good at pointing out things that are going to happen far before I should know that they're going to happen. 10 minutes into Watch Dogs 1, I knew that the Asian guy was going to end up betraying you at some point.
I mean, it's pretty easy when a lot of whenever they keep throwing in those little. I mean, it's just so little, and if you're somebody who can take it a different way, you totally know what the ending's going to be.
To Saw?
No, I mean to just about everything.
Yeah, I did it. I believe it's.
I did it with.
How could you have predicted the Saw 1
season 3 of The Flash? I pretty much know what was going to happen after the third episode.
I mean, I don't know about the third episode, but it definitely became to the point where I was like, I really hope they don't do that.
After the third episode, I was like, I get it now.
Yeah. My number 3 is Iron Man. Changing superhero movies as we know them, establishing the MCU as we know them, inevitably leading to the greatest movie of all time, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
This is not the greatest movie of all time.
It's the best.
It's the greatest movie of all time.
It would definitely be the best Marvel movie.
Yeah. What's the best Marvel movie?
He's gonna say Winter Soldier.
Probably Winter Soldier.
I was really hoping he'd say.
I would put them in order. In order, Marvel
Civil War
movies.
is 3.
No, I just wanted you to say Civil War because I was like, because Spider-Man was.
Spider-Man: Homecoming,
No,
Iron Man 1, Guardians of the Galaxy, Winter Soldier.
All right, that ain't the top 5 we're doing today.
But anyways, so after Iron Man, The Lion King.
That's
my number 2 is The Lion King.
Okay.
The Lion King 1, Lion King 2, and Lion King 1.5 are all amazing movies. Timon and Pumbaa are the goats.
Lion King's my favorite Disney movie. I didn't know there's 2 more until you guys told me months ago.
On Lion King 1.5, did you play the ride?
Yes, I loved the ride.
That shit was awesome. That was like
one of the best things in the world.
That was like
it really was.
I would turn off my PlayStation 4 to go play that ride.
Yeah, I
did the same. And my dad got so pissed off that he would eventually just shut down the TV before the movie ended, so that way I couldn't play it.
Oh, dude! And I remember when I was little, I just didn't know how to work the remote, so my dad would sit there and he'd get so pissed because I'd be like, "Can we go on the ride?" And he's like, Because he has to sit there and I saw all the fucking options it was great. I felt like that was the first time I ever felt like I was like, oh my god, I'm in the world.
Aladdin had a ride like that too.
Did they?
Aladdin did. That was pretty good.
I don't remember that Aladdin.
I had Aladdin for VHS, so I wouldn't really know.
Oh.
Yeah, if I had any of these, well, we did have them. They were all in VHS.
Lion King one has in the vault now.
Land Before Time. I forgot. Land Before Time is so.
That's definitely not top 5.
Land Before Time is not top 5.
It's so good. You know what? I'm replacing Toy Story with Land Before Time.
What about Dinotopia? Do you remember that movie?
I do.
That was a pretty good one.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was a world of actual dinosaurs and
Well, now that I've established
some of them
that
were
Land Before
intelligent
Time
and
is one of the best, I get a bounce.
For sure.
You're
gonna hate mine.
Yeah,
you're definitely gonna. I was.
Go next.
All right.
He can be a little bit late.
Okay, my number one, which I'm calling is the only other person who might have this on his list. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is the best series of all time.
Look at the spike.
The audio spike. I mean, the first one with the Green Goblin, phenomenal. Second one with Doc Ock, phenomenal. Even with the criticism that we take for Venom in the third one, it was still a great movie.
I love Venom.
It was still a great movie.
I don't know why people are so mad.
For when the movie came out, that was probably the best we could have gotten out of Venom.
Yeah, I mean, you can criticize it now and be like, yeah, I can do much better. And it's like, of course you can. The technology is a lot better.
Yeah, the technology is a lot better, and the MCU is determined.
I can do a lot better. I can do a better Back to the Future movie, but that's because technology's better now.
Exactly.
They were great. They're amazing. Is that your number one?
That was my number one. Although if I were to rank those movies, it would definitely go in ascending order. 1 being 1, 2 being 2, and 3 being 3.
Yep. Okay. Well, see, 2 and 3 are kind of replaceable for me because I really enjoy both of them just about the same.
I don't know.
Because Venom, I love the symbiotes. I love the symbiotes.
Zach.
All right, my number 5. I'm gonna go with Monsters Inc.
Okay.
Because I love Monsters Inc. when I was little.
I'm with you that Monsters Inc. is great and Monsters University is great, but I don't know if I would call it a great series.
I wouldn't.
I don't know. I watched the shit out of Monsters Inc. I think on Monsters Inc. I can make the argument it was one of my favorite. It's definitely top 2 of my Pixar movies.
I definitely really enjoy Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number 4, I put the Dark Knight trilogy with
Of course.
the sad exception for
Except
the
that.
Dark Knight Rises.
See,
I wish I could just
I like
erase
Dark
it,
Knight
but
Rises.
we can't.
I enjoy all of them.
The biggest problem with the Dark Knight Rises was the Robin.
No, that
No,
wasn't even
the
big- that's
biggest
not the
problem
biggest
was when they had the entire Gotham police force go underground.
No, the biggest problem was what the fuck shit they tried to do with Bane and Talia. That was the biggest problem in the movie.
Why? What was wrong with Bane?
Bane just is not. He's not like
League of Shadows.
he's not League of Shadows, and he's not like the secondary. He's the mastermind of the plan. He's not the.
It is a
he's
different
not the
universe.
henchman. I don't give
It
a
is.
fuck. I just no.
It's a totally different universe.
And remember,
They can do
Christopher
whatever they
Nolan
want.
tried to make it realistic.
I know, and like he did a good job with it, but I hate him for it at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Next one.
My number 3, I do have the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans.
You have to.
They are amazing.
They are.
They're just they're I think those are the first situations where like superhero movies were done right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first.
Well,
much.
no, because the original Superman movies.
What are you
No,
talking about?
the original Superman.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry.
X off the rest of them.
The original Superman was
I was
a
gonna
great
say.
movie.
I was gonna say
The rest
if
of
we're
them-
counting Supermen.
Delete them.
Yeah. Like I even like down to the casting in that movie. Like I don't know the actor's name, but whoever played the Green Goblin
Oh,
was a great.
He's just the guy who's known as the guy who played the Green Goblin.
he's
oh,
the
yeah.
guy. He's the guy that's known as. I did a really fucking good job at playing the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
He's voicing Ryuk in Death Note, the movie that's coming on
Weeb.
Netflix.
I can't. What?
It's pretty awesome.
Why don't you get your body pillow?
Why can't I remember his name? See, now I have to look up his name because I
your
usually remember
your
it.
body pillow with your anime girlfriend on it?
Because you're weeb trash.
They make
bro.
those.
I know. That's...
They do.
Yes, they do.
They make Overwatch ones. Like you can get McCree.
I'm not
and shit like that.
surprised.
Oh my god.
So why would you want to cuddle with McCree when
That's
you have
disgusting.
Diva and Mercy?
I'd get one with Reaper.
That's just
Of
weird.
course you would, you edgelord.
That's weird.
Number 2.
My number 2 is Back to the Future.
Mhm.
Because
Acceptable.
Spider-Man Razor fight was phenomenal. Just by the way, okay.
Yes, it is. But anyway, Back to the Future, just because you know, dude.
Remember that scene at the dinner table in Spider-Man where like he's bleeding and he's with Norman Osborn and they're just, it was like they were just kind of like, yep. So
And then,
we
like,
both know now.
Don't forget about like the blood dripping from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I
Willem
want to go.
Dafoe.
I want to go watch.
William
those.
Dafoe. That's it. But yeah, Back to the Future. It's a great. I don't know if I can't agree with Matt when he says it does time travel. It's the only thing that
I
does
said
time
it's one of
travel
the
right.
few that do time travel.
But I
right.
can't disagree with him. It's just like, you know, I watched it. I think I watched all 3 like in this like consecutive nights with my family, so that was fun. But yeah, and then my number 1 is Star Wars.
Better not be the prequels.
It's
If it's
gonna
the
be
prequels, I'm
prequel.
gonna
It's
leave.
gotta be the
Episode
prequels.
1, 2, and 3.
I'm leaving.
Alright, bye, Matt.
I'm seriously leaving. I'm not having this conversation.
Matt's leaving and he's taking the dignity in the room with him.
No, he's leaving it right here with
Are
me.
you going through the front door?
Give me my chessboard. I'm leaving.
No,
You
you gotta
know
stay.
the only reason you remember that is because you put that note on.
That's
your
why I
shoe.
put the note on the shoes.
see,
My reasoning for being for 1, 2, and 3.
I'll walk you out because I'm gonna lock the door behind you.
see,
One.
I love them too.
I
I'm going
love
through the front.
not one the movie, but my first
You are
reason
going through the front.
is the world in 1, 2, and 3 is so much more interesting.
No, it's
than
not. Lies.
4, 5, and 6.
It's
Wrong.
the same
There's-
world.
But I mean,
No,
like
it's
as
not.
far as
No,
what's
it's not.
going
It's very
on,
different.
like you see more like different species of alien. You see like Coruscant and like the hustle bustle like
hustle
like
bustle.
planet that it is. You know
I
what
love
I
the
mean?
hustle bustle.
Like I love seeing the Jedi Temple and the Council. Like I love seeing the Jedi. That's why that's what I like about Star Wars. I watch it for the Jedi, not just. Well, it's great. You know what I mean. But while like the Rebels are great and that's awesome. But like I think my biggest problem is that we're now doing a podcast with.
Ron's coming back.
Okay, okay.
Let's
Well,
just talk about pineapple on pizza while he's gone.
No, please no.
It's an amazing thing.
but-
belongs on pizza.
My thing is I think not my problem, but like I don't think in 4, 5, and 6 they really give you a reason to hate the Empire. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like you're just thrown on the side. You're like, okay, Luke's a rebel, so you have to be on the rebel side. Does that make sense? But after watching Rebels, like the TV series,
Technically, you really shouldn't have a reason to hate the Empire.
yeah, but it doesn't I don't think it
Just like how
shows
you-
just how oppressive and everything it is.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean? And but with Rebels, right? What I think I like so much about Rebels has made that world interesting to me.
yeah.
You know, because I do see the way the stormtroopers are interact.
I'm getting a headache.
I do see the way the stormtroopers interact, not only with
that was
the
free.
people, but the people of different planets. They interact with the people on Coruscant way differently
Can
than
we
they
just
on
take a moment?
the Outer Rim.
Oh, well, I mean, it
Can we just
helps
take a
when
moment
it's
to get the
animation
salt
as well.
circles and the devil's traps when Ronald started dimming the lights with his phones? I was freaked out. I was about to Google exorcisms.
Well, at first
and
I was gonna be like, is that Alexa saying
Alexa, stop.
Alexa, play Fireflies by
No,
Owl
we're
City.
not doing this. I will unplug her.
Alexa, stop.
Just get that out.
I just figured it was her saying, hey, by the way, your lights are on.
No.
I was gonna headache.
But yeah,
No, I totally agree with you.
And on top of that is whenever I was little, I just found the 1, 2, and 3 more entertaining just because like I said, there was more going on. There's lightsabers, you know. So as a child, that was just what I was more drawn to, and that's what I would watch, you know, with my family or when I was staying at my grandparents when they were watching me and stuff. So I associate a lot of memories with that.
And you know what drives me crazy about that as well is these people that claim to love Star Wars and stuff, they'll argue to the death that the first trilogy is the best and the second trilogy, which would be the ones that came out whenever we were children,
Right.
sucks. And it's but don't you love Star Wars? I love Star Wars so much that I enjoy every movie almost exactly the same.
But I love Star Wars, but I hate The Phantom Menace and I hate The Force Awakens.
See, I don't understand
But
that.
see, when did you hate it?
When did I hate The Phantom Menace?
When did you decide that you didn't like it? Because I don't believe that when we were in first grade and playing Star Wars,
No.
that you were like, that's a bad movie.
I did never like The Phantom Menace. The only part of that movie I liked was the end fight scene with Darth Maul.
Interesting.
And at no point during my I was like, this is stupid. I don't care about this kid.
Oh, see, I loved all of it.
See,
But I did like Jar Jar
Another-
Binks, and I stand to this day that Jar Jar Binks deserves a comeback in the Star Wars series.
I also don't understand why everybody really needs to complain. I get why a casual person would complain about Jar Jar, but I love Jar Jar.
Yeah, he's the comic relief.
I literally love everything about those movies. I mean, now that I'm older and I understand the whole problem with midichlorians, I get it. Yeah, that sucks, but you can't just judge the whole movie on that little thing.
right,
the
of
problem with
course,
what?
Midichlorians.
What that is that Jar Jar's?
No, midichlorians is what gives you the force.
It's how they measure how much force is in your body.
It was canon for
compatible
a couple
you are.
years, and they're like, no, that's actually just stupid.
Yeah.
So what would you explain this to me? So
Kind of like the mutant gene
Okay.
in Marvel. It's if you have so much of it, you become a mutant. Well, it's kind of the same way with midichlorians. Is if you have so many midichlorians, you're able to experience the force.
Yeah, if you recall in the first movie, Qui-Gon did something to Anakin's arm, and he just took a sample of his blood and ran a test. And there was a conversation with him and Obi-Wan saying, "Oh, well, he has more midichlorian count than Master Yoda. This is the highest we've ever seen." That's why they took him into the Jedi Council or the Jedi Order, because his count was so high.
So wait, what's the new canon then? If that's not canon anymore?
Just now they're able to tell the force by
they
feeling it.
sense it, they feel
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So could anyone become skilled in the Force?
No, because General Grievous, the reason General Grievous hates Jedi and he collects lightsabers is because he couldn't be he had no ability to use the Force in anything, but he wanted to be a Jedi. That's why he hates the Jedi.
Did
so
you
much.
know that General Grievous, Count Dooku, originally set him up to receive the accident that he did, and led him to believe that Obi-Wan is the one who tricked him into the accident, and that's also a reason why he hates Jedi.
Well, he hates Obi-Wan the most.
Well,
out of
yeah.
everyone, yeah.
See, my thing is I get why people hate it, but you can't judge all the movies on it just because the midichlorians exist.